Hello there, you juicy Madlads. I thought of something else for this video, but I'm still doing a readout because I got something wonderful and beautiful gifted to me. All credits in description. Let's start!
Welcome to Lorai's story and novel readout.
08, Biology and more. Let's get into the Seados Chronicles again, and Lorai is off as always. Credits go to Game Freak Pierre, another member of SMM, who's also producing content on here. Kevin went with Chioko through the school corridor in the biology room. Oh my god, I'm so stupid again. The two sat down next to each other again, but didn't speak a word, because Kevin is probably too shy or didn't want to. A biology teacher came in and some random boy shouted from the back row, "Hardy Hawkers!" But he shouldn't have done that because the history teacher came by the class at that exact moment and now stormed in on the student and yelled in his face, "You miserable, sex-driven little bastard! Hope you urinate 4 times tonight! Oh, but only wake up 3 times, you fucking piece of shit!" After his announcement, the teacher left and the boy was disturbed for life. I would be too, naturally. Now the biology teacher started with the lesson about the sea dogs. All sea dogs are, as it seems, sexless. Nevertheless, they can reproduce very quickly under certain circumstances. They only need the penis of a male human and can lay around 40 up to 1,000 sea dogs at a time in a single egg. But the females are unfortunately not protected either, because sea dogs are too stupid to distinguish sexes. Thus, you will learn in sports sea dog self-defense. Now the lesson, which lasts only 5 minutes, is already over. See ya! The biology teacher opened a cupboard in a room where there was a motorcycle and drove it out of the classroom and unintentionally into the director, who grabbed the whole motorcycle with the teacher and kicked it out of the window. Yes, so that's a perfect introduction for the principal of the school. Yeah. On to the next one, which is still in German because I'm lazy. 09, Sea Dog Defense Training. Oh shit. Kevin went with Chioko to the sports locker room. Then, when he arrived and looked up, he was jolted by an interesting sight and his brain suddenly went ultra mode. Oh, why are there boobs everywhere? And he was brought back into the present with a kick to his balls. I guess he had gone into the girls' locker room. I wonder if he did that on purpose. The girl who had kicked him had short blue hair and was a little shorter. She yelled, "You miserable pervert!" Kevin ran into the boys' locker room. After he was there, he thought, it was painful, but the sight was worth it. Now the sports lesson began at the gym, and a teacher with sports clothes and a cap entered the room. A student shouted, "Hey, are you the history teacher?" His teacher stopped short and ran to the student and yelled at him, "Do you know that Wayne guy?" Yes, he's interested. This joke works better at German, but you will see the resolution later in the story. The teacher got very angry and hit the student with the pit of the stomach with a ball. After that, he made everyone run in a circle for 20 times and then some sea dog self-defense moves were learned. Like the yeet kick, where you can throw the sea dog away, or the sea dog killer, where you grab the sea dog by the tail and spin him around. Soon the lesson was ready and now. What? There was really an hour this time was up and all the students had to change again. Suddenly Kevin looked at a cute face and thought to himself, "Is this a girl here? No, it's a trap!" He quickly moved away but jumping out of the window. God damn it, Kevin. Jumping through all the windows. Yeah, the title, 10. It's a trap. Let's look at the stats. Yes. The time isn't going anywhere. Chiyoko and Kevin made their way home, and Kevin somehow managed to exchange a word with Chiyoko. It's really humid today. Once home, Chiyoko rang the doorbell, but Kevin preferred to back entrance through the window because his key was stolen and because he had a destination after all. Amy opened the door for Chiyoko, but Kevin destroyed the window. Amy had cooked lunch, and as everyone sat together, a yeet seal suddenly flew through the open window onto the table, scattering all the food. Oh no, the food is gone. Kevin stood up and tried to use one of his moves he had learned today, but the yeet seal yeeted him into the wall. Ouch. Chiyoko was able to knock the yeet seal off on the floor, but it then did a somersault on and hit Chiyoko with its tail, causing her to hit the floor. Naomi came at the yeet seal with two knives, but it disarmed her and threw her to the ground. Suddenly, the yeet seal was cut, and when Kevin looked up, he recognized the cute face and the sweet, light blue eyes. It was a trap. He had a katana in his hand, which he now tucked away and extended his hand to Kevin. Thank goodness I got you in time. Kevin blushed a little and didn't understand himself. So many feelings. In a way, he is quite sweet, but he's just, well, the boy. Kevin thanked him, and the boy said, I think I should introduce myself. My name is Kazuko. You forgot your key once, and when I tried to give it back to you today, you just took off. So I came here personally. Besides, I think you're really cute. Suddenly, the history teacher could be heard shouting from outside, It's a trap! Oh my god, this story is so fucking stupid, but also so amazing. 11. Being a little naughty. Everyone was now sitting together in the living room. Kazuko was allowed to stay a little longer, but soon he said goodbye. Kevin accompanied him to the door, and Kazuko thanked him for his hospitality. Kevin blushed a little and scratched the back of his head while saying, Actually, I have you the fact. You saved us from the yeet seal. Kazuko shook his head and replied, Oh no, it was a matter of course. See you at school tomorrow. Do you have a sport lesson there again? But Kevin, we go to the same class, or have you forgotten already? He thought for a moment. Yeah, you are right. In fact, Kevin didn't really know who was in the same class with him. He didn't care to know. Kazuko said goodbye and Kevin went back to his house. Why don't the main characters in such cliché anime ever have parents? I don't know what happened to mine. I don't remember. It's not that important. It's much more important than to sneak in my room and dig out my dirty magazines. I'm in a mood for that right now. Kevin strolled into his room and took out some porn magazines from under his bed. What are you doing, stepbro? I stood there looking at him. Kevin tried to hide the magazines, but Amy continued. Why are you still looking at such stuff like that when you could actually have... And you actually have internet? You could be looking at much better stuff, and besides, if you are in a mood for something more real, I'm still here. Shut up! Evans jumped out of his room through a window. He had that he could soon complete his secret mission. God damn it. That's also a way of not giving too many character interactions, just letting a shitty protagonist always jump out of the window, but that's just Kevin style. As we all know, Game Freak didn't intend to write like a masterpiece of this, he was intending to write a shit show. So, let's continue. 12. Titan Seados. The next morning on his way to school, Chiyoko Kevin once again turned on his radio to hear the last seal news. The moderator began to speak. Today, a Titan Seados was sighted. In the meantime, the Seados Beach organization is taking care of this incident. Kevin looked a little somber and Chiyoko spoke up. Don't worry, Kevin. Oh, don't worry. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. There are more pronunciations of that. The Seados Beach will take care of it. They can handle the situation. Kevin looked at her and replied, No, it's not that. I'm just afraid of our history teacher, who is about to catch up with us on his bike. Joko looked back and saw a said teacher coming towards them on a bike. Shouted to both of them, "Hurry up, you fucking brats! If I get to the classroom before you, you will have to run around the school building 10 times as punishment." Suddenly there was an earthquake, and when everyone looked up, they saw a huge sea dog in front of them. It looked pretty strong, and Kevin had no desire to fight it. Suddenly the teacher took a revolver out of his underpants and shot the sea dog. It was injured, but then swung his fin, with which it threw the teacher off the bike through the air. The principal had also appeared and raised his huge hammer again. He straightened his mustache and shouted, "Seados! Seados!" He then hurled the hammer in the face of the frightened sea dog, but it seemed unimpressed and turned the hammer back. The history teacher now got up, stood protectively in front of the director, and stopped the hammer with his pectoral muscles. After it fainted, but the director took the hammer again and this time shouted, "Seados! Seados! Extremos!" After that, a beam of light came out of the hammer, which made the sea dog disappear. The director went to Kevin and said, "Come to me after third period, I have something important to tell you." He helped the history teacher up, and now it was time to continue on the way to school. Sea dog stalked them as they did so. Yes, and that was the Seados Extremos for you. On that note, I will end the video on that note because I don't have too much time. I hope you had fun with this episode, and maybe we'll produce another video on the day. I'm thinking of a method for our content creators to upload more than once, if they have the content to do so. Like 2 or 3 uploads on the same day. Like taking the content creators and giving them a certain day to upload their content exactly on that day and choosing the times for that. Would be cool to have like every day dedicated to one creator, so that the people know when to turn in and when to turn off. So I hope you liked this video, and I also hope you enjoyed the intro of it. See you in the next one. Sayonara.